Hi everyone. After watching the latest Louis C.K. special, I just wanted to share my thoughts with you all. Overall, I enjoyed it. I found it very funny. It was more reminiscent of his older specials on HBO and the ones he had self-released, as opposed to this last one before this on Netflix, which I didn't like so much. Now I'm going to talk about the act itself, so, spoiler alert from here on. The big thing everyone was obviously watching it for was to see how he would address the scandal, right? And he did a bit on it, and I thought he handled it very well. He leads into it by saying that some people enjoy fucked up sexual behavior, himself being the main culprit. He explains in honesty the humiliation he felt of having everyone know his particular sexual deviancy. He uses his experience to serve as a lesson about the difficulty we have in understanding what consent is in the bedroom. And then to explain why he thinks his particular kink is what it is, perhaps to shut up all the armchair psychologists who may have attributed it to control and humiliating women. He says about jerking off, of course tongue in cheek, that he doesn't want to be alone and that he's good at it, so he gathers people to watch, like a juggler would. It's self-deprecating, it's honest, and he uses it in the best way I think he can, which is as a teaching moment. Which is to say that yes, I have my problems, but don't just think you're all perfect. Learn from what my mistake was, and unfortunately, the people I've hurt. And another important thing, of course, is he talks about it generally. He doesn't mention any of the specific incidents, any of the accusers, or anything like that. He doesn't say that he didn't deserve the backlash or try and take less responsibility. He accepts it all. And I mean, what more can people ask for? And then right after that bit, he asks the audience, "Do you ever wonder how many people fucked your mom?" Letting us know that this wasn't some special fourth wall breaking PSA, that it's still just Louis talking about his problems, making us laugh at uncomfortable things as he tries and figures himself out. And like I said before, the rest of the act was good too. A lot of similar themes to his previous specials. So thinking about death, God and religions, how stupid dogs are, words that we as a society are uncomfortable using. And what I loved so much again was his ability to show the mirror to the audience. About the things that we're willing to laugh at and the things that we take offense to or are serious about. And just show how meaningless and blurred the line between those two things are. Anyway, I'm glad he's back. I hope he keeps it up. And of course, look, there's going to be some cynics out there who will say things like, he names the special sincerely and talks about his mom's death in it, and he dedicates the whole thing to his mom. So this is all some concerted effort to elicit sympathy and make us forget what he did or whatever. I think people who say stuff like that simply haven't watched enough of Louis' material to know that he always brings up the dark, the uncomfortable, the tragic, in order for us to think and laugh about these things. And you might also see some posts that say his bit on the scandal wasn't enough of an apology. And to me, that just means you don't know what a comedy show is. He wanted to digest and reflect on what happened, like any other aspect of his life, in his special comedic way, his art. If he wanted to do another, formal apology, he could have done that outside of the special. That's not what a special is for. So yeah, I just wanted to share that with you guys. I do recommend that you give it a watch if you haven't. And if you have, please let me know what you thought about it and if you agree with me or not.